With me now to talk about Eyes Wide Shut and Kubrick's other films is Vincent LoBrutto, who's written a very well-received biography on the late director. First off, Vincent, tell me, what did you make of the film?
It's interesting. I think Eyes Wide Shut is a very different movie than all of us expected. Beautifully realized piece, beautifully acted. Nicole Kidman especially is extraordinary in it. I think it's different in the sense that I think people should not go expecting a lot of eroticism and a lot of sex, so there's a lot of nudity in the film. But it's very contemplative, the film. I found, that after seeing it, that I would need to see it again, to sort of move through and understand what Kubrick really was looking for. It's probably not as obsessive as some of his other films.
Do you get the sense that the marketing of this film has been a bit misleading? Because the trailer that we've seen in theaters has really shown Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise in a rather erotically charged way, yet the film really isn't about sex in that respect, in that light, is it?
Yeah, I think that they are overhyping, and the rumors too, that Cruise wore a dress, which he doesn't, have to let people know, and that they would be, very detailed, explicit kind of nudity. So in that way, yeah, the film is being oversold, and I think people are going to have to make an adjustment, which you make pretty early on, that the film is not, that's not what it's about.
Kubrick didn't make that many films in his career. Do you think that Eyes Wide Shut is going to change his legacy, the way we look back at him and his body of work?
I don't think so. I think it's very much a Kubrick film. It certainly looks like a Kubrick film. It looks like The Shining in a lot of ways to me, in the lighting and the feel and some of the architecture and the whole mise en scène, as they say, of the way the film is put together. Certainly nobody ever gets a chance to sit down and say, I'm going to compose my last work. I mean, it's rare. I mean, there may be some precedent somewhere. But certainly Kubrick didn't get a chance to do that. But I think he'll have gone out on a very high note with making, a provocative film. And I think it's wonderful that people are still interested in him after all these years of inactivity.
To your mind, what are the films that he will be best remembered for?
That's an easy one. 2001. Probably after that, I would say Clockwork Orange. Very provocative, a film that was very much ahead of its time. I think it saw the whole punk movement in England and here. And, the way that it handles violence, and a very shocking film, still is. And one yet that speaks to peace-loving teenagers everywhere.
So after all of this and seeing Eyes Wide Shut, do you remain an avid Kubrick fan?
Oh, yeah. It's very sad. I sort of waved goodbye to him as I was leaving the theater. It's very sad. I mean, that we'll never see another